my thoughts on Fight Club. I feel like I'm about to give a speech or something. I feel so. Maybe I should have written more stuff down. Well, anything down, really. Because I don't think these are Fight Club notes. No.
I'm not frozen. I just need to hear this.
Okay. I found because I watched it. I don't remember which day I watched it last week, but I found myself multiple.
You watched it on Halloween.
That's right. Yes. I found myself multiple times throughout the rest of that week during class trying to figure out the end of that movie. Trying, because I didn't look up a Wikipedia synopsis or anything. I was like, I am going to figure this out for myself and try to understand it. I'm still trying to figure it out and understand it. Also, there was a Fight Club clue. Ow! Oh, I hit my hand really hard. There's a Fight Club clue on Jeopardy last week. It was great. So, first off, okay, obviously the soap thing had a role in this movie. Not as big of a role as I thought it would be, but I mean, still a pretty decently sized role. But it's like, when I thought of Fight Club, yes.
It's very circuitous how the soap makes its way back into the movie.
Yes. Cause like the stuff that I knew, man, that really hurt my hand. Dude, that hurt. Because when I thought of Fight Club beforehand, I thought of, okay, Brad Pitt,
yes.
And soap. And, yeah, the soap. Cool. Okay.
Because that's the front. He's holding up the soap. The soap says Fight Club on it.
Soap says Fight Club. Sweet. Also, I thought Edward Norton was a director. Who am I thinking of?
I don't know. Okay. I have no idea.
I may have been getting him mixed up with Christopher Nolan. But anyway.
Okay.
Once I figured out Edward Norton was not a director, that he is in fact an actor.
I'm sure he's directed a few things.
Probably.
I've got to check. I couldn't name a single movie he's directed off the top of my head. But like Edward Norton, Christopher Nolan, I can sort of see
Norton, Nolan, and the N.O. and it's all. Yeah. Words and letters aren't my strong suit around here. Anyway, so I digress. And then Bellatrix is in it, which I knew, but I didn't know, because I knew. Okay, let me tell you what I knew about Fight Club before going into this movie.
Okay, I need everything that you knew about Fight Club.
Two films. What films?
He has directed 2 films. The romantic comedy that he starred in with Ben Stiller and Jenna Elfman, Keeping the Faith, and Motherless Brooklyn. I have no idea what it's about, but it's a 2-hour, 24-minute movie.
Wow.
I remember that movie getting a lot of buzz, but I don't know anything about it.
All right.
I don't know either of them, but shout out to him.
Oh.
Mac, what are the things that you knew about?
Okay, so I knew Brad Pitt and soap. In terms of the plot, okay, I knew the first club of Fight Club was we don't talk about Fight Club or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then there's like 8 other rules, which is like, bro, that's too many rules, but okay. And then clearly people are talking about Fight Club. Did you see how fast their membership grew in such a short amount of time? Anyway.
That's key to the movie, Makenna.
That is key to the movie. Okay, no, that is fair.
Because it's about teaching you how to break rules.
Okay, well, as someone who's a goody two-shoes, not a fan of breaking rules. Anyway.
Makenna, the first rule of Countdown. No, the first rule of Street Countdown is tell everybody about Street Countdown, because it's a very fun game, and the more people, the more fun it is.
The more fun it is, and guess what? Street Countdown is a very fun game. And it looks very fun. I haven't played Street Countdown, but we should sometime. It looks very fun. I didn't realize. So I knew there was going to be a club that involved fighting.
Yeah. That's usually how titles work, yeah.
Sometimes. Have you listened to a Fall Out Boy song? It's not always. So when this movie started, it starts off with Edward Norton, the narrator,
Yes.
just going to different support groups, and then Bellatrix shows up at one point. And that's like the first, however, beginning of the movie. I was like, when does the fighting start? And then, of course, when Brad Pitt shows up in the airplane, that's when I realized, oh shit, might be starting. Maybe they're gonna go fight club in the airplane. No. Then his apartment blows
In
up.
the back.
Yeah, exactly. I've only been on like 3 airplanes. Like, I don't know what goes on. And then
It stays. What happens in economy stays in economy.
stays in
Okay.
right, exactly. That's the first rule of economy. And
It turns into Air Force One. Harrison Ford kicks you off the plane.
right, exactly. This is what happens on planes. And then his apartment blows up.
Correct.
And I'm like, oh damn, that's not good. This dude just has shit luck. Like, he's at, you know, this job that he's the monotonous job. His, you know, the Bellatrix is I don't remember characters' names, as we can tell. Bellatrix is
Oh my God.
Her name is Marta.
Is Stranger Than
Martha?
is. Oh. I'm sorry. I just had this thing. Is Stranger Than Fiction the kindler, gentler Fight Club? In some ways.
Yeah, I can see it a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna back away.
Okay.
I haven't seen it, so I can't. I'll watch that next Halloween.
Okay, I just pulled up the Wikipedia page for Fight Club, and this poster that they have has like the worst tagline of all time.
Oh no, what is
Mischief, mayhem, soap.
it? It's not even a triple alliteration.
That's very 1998.
Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, and then he goes. They live in like that house that like should have killed them the moment they breathed in the air in that house. But you know, they're living their best life, I guess. Well, you know, well yeah, that Brad Pitt and Edward Norton, my brain's gonna break if I try to think about them as only one person. Spoilers! We'll get there.
Spoilers for Fight Club.
Spoilers for Fight Club. If you're like me and haven't seen it yet. And then, okay. So this dude starts a club by fighting with himself? Like,
Yes.
Why? How did this gain traction? Enough traction to start what seems like a national phenomenon.
You're
Why?
asking this in the age of QAnon?
Okay, no. Okay, you got a good point there. that is a good point. I didn't think about it in the modern sense. Yeah, that checks out. So, and then, what? Wait. Okay, so like what? I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Let's focus on sentences here, Makenna.
That's not my strong point. It's, like, okay. So like, no, that I need to form something. Hold on, let me think. I should have taken notes because, okay. Like,
Would a flow chart help?
a flowchart might help. I need a whiteboard. So then, okay, Bob comes back. But shout out to Bob. Well, not shout. Well, God rest his soul, Bob. But He's hanging out.
His name was Robert Paulson.
Yeah.
Robert.
Meatloaf.
I'm sorry. Wait. That's Meatloaf?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Meatloaf.
No. That's not what I imagined Meatloaf to look like. Really?
Yeah, that's Meatloaf.
Before right now, I never thought about what Meatloaf looked like. I saw his name come through the credits, and then I completely forgot he was in the movie after that. So I never, and like I said, I didn't look up Wikipedia. I didn't even look up the IMDb fun facts.
Hannah, have you not seen Rocky Horror?
No, she hasn't. She almost watched Rocky Horror on Halloween and instead watched Fight Club.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, like, you haven't watched like a Meatloaf music video?
No. I know he's got that album on a motorcycle.
Bat Out
and
of
it's
Hell.
Red. Yes. And I might know one Meatloaf song. And I know he passed away recently. And that's all I've got.
I don't think he did.
I thought he did. Did he not?
Did he?
Sworn that he did.
Did he die?
I thought he did.
I don't remember him dying. Oh yeah, he died in January. Huh.
Yeah.
Don't remember it at all.
Like, I'm a bigger Meatloaf fan than you. Anyway. And then Edward Norton forms an army, and they just havoc happens across the city. There's smiley faces in buildings, and Edward Norton is like, bro, why do this? Don't stop. And then Brad Pitt leaves and is gone forever, assumingly. And then Edward Norton, and they're the same person. And so I knew there was a plot twist in this movie because I had seen it on Reddit and stuff, but I couldn't remember what exactly the plot twist was. I knew there was something. Oh boy, did I not think it was excuse me, this. I don't get it. I don't, like, I'm gonna have to...
I don't know that I want to know what Reddit has to say about this movie.
Yeah. That's probably a good instinct.
I think so, yeah.
Like, I'm gonna have to rewatch.
I want to help, but I can't figure out what your hang up is.
I can't, and I think it's just that thing of, like, I need to rewatch it knowing that he's the same person. But, like, I think back to scenes where they're in together, like, where Brad Pitt's telling the rules. And I mean, they do go through that at the end when he, like, has, like, all the flashbacks of, like, without Brad Pitt. And he's like, oh, shit, Tyler Durden, whatever. But, like, I don't, but, so, what, how did he, what, like, whose business, like, did he do this so, like, what, I don't get it. The soap stuff, and he has the business card. Why does he have a business card? Is the business card not real? Like,
Makenna.
What?
He's not real. He's not handing himself a business card. He's not a real person.
But is that not a real business card? Like, how did he figure out how to make soap?
It's actually like a if you remember, he doesn't actually call.
That's right.
The phone rings and he picks it up.
Yes.
Business cards.
Then who's he talking to?
He's talking to himself.
But how does it ring? Or does he imagine that?
It's not. Yeah, it's not real. It doesn't ring.
Oh. So wait, how?
Business card is magic.
Wait!
Oh, You walked off. I was wondering what you were doing. Yep, you were getting.
No, I had to do some, really dumb close-up magic that we all learned after watching WandaVision.
Oh my god. That was wild.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I'm recording.
The phone never rang. He was never handed a business card. He's basically just having these conversations with himself. It's
So, like, when did he learn how to make soap? What? Okay.
somebody's got to pay for all that IKEA shit that he orders.
He's been staying up at night for like months on end. He's probably just like going down, you know, the Wikipedia holes or whatever.
Okay, that I can't blame him for that. So a fight, does that start when he makes up the Brad Pitt character in his head, or has Brad Pitt always sort of been around in his? When does Brad Pitt start in his head? When does the second Tyler Durden happen?
It's hard to say because he sees Tyler at an airport before he actually meets him, and it's hard to say whether that's a projection that he's seeing who doesn't actually exist, or if he just saw a guy at an airport and was like, "That's a cool guy. I wish I could be like that guy. He's got a cool red leather jacket. He's wearing like a snakeskin shirt underneath it. That's a vibe."
I think that could be likely. That
yeah,
he just saw this dude and.
Yeah, like the split is when he on the airplane when he meets him. That's like when things get going, you know.
And they have the same briefcase.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that just clicked. Well, what? What?
Let's do one thought at a time.
Well, okay. Okay. Bellatrix's character.
Yes.
She, like, she at the first time she sleeps with Brad Pitt, and then she comes downstairs and talks to Edward Norton. But, and then he's in the basement at that one part, and then he's on the phone with her, but I don't get it.
They're the same person, Makenna. They're the same person.
But how do you get down those stairs so fast? Whenever he talks to her after they sleep together for the first time.
Is it really that fast?
I don't remember. I don't know. I'm just imagining him scurrying down the stairs. I don't know. How did he get the house? Like, house? Did he just break into a random, like, foreclosed house?
Pretty sure, yeah. He's just broke into a house.
He broke it. Okay.
Pretty sure that they're just squatting at that house.
Right. Okay. And then. Why does he come to the realization at that particular moment at the end? Like when in the hotel room, when he realized, oh shit, Brad Pitt is me. I am Tyler
It's
Durden.
because he's talking to that guy when he's investigating the other fight clubs.
Right.
And that guy calls him Tyler.
Yeah. But like,
and then that
was he
clicks.
never called Tyler prior to that? Because like in terms of like his little army,
presumably not
Bellatrix?
while he was lucid in his own body.
Then how the chemical burn then? Why?
He's like developing like a philosophy, I guess, and like
chemical burns ain't shit.
Yeah, you see it when he's just like sitting there by himself, giving himself the chemical burn.
Ah, damn it, yeah.
This is fascinating.
It's been a while since my brain's been broken like this. What? Does he inevitably die at the end then? Like, he shoots himself in the apartment, he kills off the Brad Pitt bit, He's with
'cause
Bellatrix.
he only shoots himself through his cheek.
Right. Then what happens? Like, do we know what happens post Fight Club? Because wasn't this a book, or am I mistaken?
There is a comic that's Fight Club 2, and I think they've gone to Fight Club 3 now. But it's based on the sequel to it's a sequel to the book, not a sequel to the movie.
Fighter Club. How?
Because in the book ends with him being he gets locked up in an insane asylum.
Oh.
But then there's the orderly that's like watching over him is a member of Project Mayhem. So it's like because he institutionalizes himself, and so like the thing is that like even if he puts himself in the insane asylum, there's somebody there who's going to let him out. So it kind of doesn't matter. Wow. I haven't read Fight Club 2, but I've heard it's pretty good.
Interesting. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. It just broke my brain, and I just need to figure out how to wrap my head around it. And like I said, I probably just have to rewatch it again to really lock everything in. But he blew up his own apartment. Like, how did all of his IKEA furniture? And then
I wish we would have recorded the first time you watched The Matrix, because that was very simple.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah, we did that as a movie night in the Discord, and yeah, that was a fun time. We had a couple different people who hadn't seen The Matrix before. They were all just like, "What the fuck is happening?"
You were all me back in 1999.
Yeah, I mean, not too long after 1999. Like, fucking
yeah.
I watched that movie
so many
goddamn time. That movie rules.
I love movies.
As a film that did not need sequels. When I bought, I realized one day a few years back that I did not own a copy of Fight Club. So after work, I stopped off at Target, and there I am in the check lane, and I've got Fight Club on Blu-ray and a bottle of red wine going down the belt. And the person behind me says, "I like where your head's at."
That's fantastic.
Yep.
I almost bought the steelbook of Fight Club at a Best Buy when I was in high school, but I don't think I had my wallet on me, and I wasn't about to ask my dad to buy it for me. Because I think it's rated, I'm assuming it's rated R, and I was like 15, 16 at the time. But it was like one of those movies where it's like, oh, it's one of those classic movies, I need to watch it, da da da. And it took me 6 years to actually watch it.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'd recommend it. Go watch it. I mean, we ruined the plot twist, but hear me out. Go watch it anyway. It's still good.
I mean, I'm sure there's not a whole lot of people out there watching movie YouTube haven't seen Fight Club.
It's a hell of a time. Holy moly.
Yeah.
That's
Fighting in a club.
Fighting in the club. But it's a bar. I mean, I guess it could be a club. On a cement floor too. Like, I'm surprised more people didn't die. Like, fighting.
Nah, because they're bad at fighting is the thing.
Oh yeah. And just got stitches and shit.
Yeah. They're not very good at fighting.
Yeah. I did have to look away a couple of times. Because it was like, oh, that hurts.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when he beats the shit out of Jared Leto.
I also didn't realize that was Jared Leto.
Yeah, very young Jared Leto.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, because when people watched that was a scene where it was like it made you uncomfortable that he beat the shit out of Jared Leto. But now when you watch, you're like, ha, yeah, kick the shit out of Jared Leto. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I feel like I need to rewatch Fight Club just to pick out Fincherisms. You know, I don't think I've ever watched it with that in mind. He's got a few camera techniques that are just clearly his. Yeah, I need to do that.
Yeah, Fight Club.
Got a Pixie song in the soundtrack.
Ooh, good soundtrack. Yeah, it's a great time.
Pixies are dope.
Yeah. Watch it. Fight Club.
Much Fight Club.
Wow, wait, I don't have soap, but I got cards.
HBO Max mini episode. This is probably the best way to talk about this movie because like there's like 1,000 video essays that you can watch about the movie, like explaining the themes and stuff, and it probably wouldn't make for a very good like episode of a podcast. But you just got like the good bits right here. You got Makenna.
Yeah.
She just watched Fight Club for the first time. This is her reaction. So this is the best.
And her brain is breaking. It's
a little mini episode of HBO Max for you.
Broken, yeah. I mean, it's 25 minutes so far.
Yeah. Now I've been on like 2.5 episodes. Okay.
2 episodes and some Bone Con.
Bone Con and a magic trick.
Hey, did a magic trick.
And a magic trick.
All Bone Con.
Oh, Bone Con. How do I end this? Fight Club. Watch it.
Fight Club.